Hello everyone, and welcome to our brand new Let's Play series, Orga Dies at the End. It's a series where Orga here is doing very unique Let's Play of the community-made choose-your-own-adventure stories. I'm your narrator, Mandy. Ready, Orga?
Yep, ready when you are.
Our story of today is called Choice of Zombies by Heather Albano and Richard Jackson. It's a community-made choose-your-own-adventure on choiceofgames.com if you ever want to play it. Alright, here we go. You really aren't awake yet. You never are until at least your second cup of coffee, and this is only your first. You're having a hard time getting your eyes to focus, but it certainly looks like there's a man in your front yard, crouched down on all fours, gnawing at a leg. A human leg. Definitely. It's still wearing a sneaker. And a sock. The man gnawing on the human leg suddenly stops chewing, and as though some sound disturbs him, he slowly looks up from his meal. His eyes don't blink, and they seem too large for his face. His mouth hangs open, drool and blood trail down his chin. You've heard about the outbreak in Millbury, of course. You just hadn't thought it was as serious as the 11 o'clock news made it out to be. They get hysterical about everything. A couple of inches of snow, and it's the snowpocalypse! You can't really be blamed for putting their zombie apocalypse warning on the same category, could you? Boy who cried wolf, right? But it seems the newscasters were at least a little right, because there's a zombie chowing down on a human leg in our front yard. Shit. And then you glance a glimpse of movement out the corner of your eye, and heard at least 20 more zombies come staggering at the bend in the road. They're covering the ground pretty steadily, faster than you think you would have thought. The zombies with legs sees them coming. He rises from his crouch, teeth bared, leg in hand. Some of the zombie herd move towards him. Herd? Is that a right word? Maybe a flock? A decomposition of zombies? An infestation, perhaps? Anyway, they start a messy tug-of-war with the leg, mostly using teeth. Others look around for missing prey. One goes for a squirrel. Some seem to be eyeing your front windows, though you're staring far enough back that you don't think they can actually see you. Still, this is really not good. Your house is on one floor, and the news footage made it pretty clear that zombies can break through glass with no trouble, zombifying some humans and eating others. And it seems they've already started doing just that in your neighborhood, because those two zombies there have glass shards sticking out of their faces, and you recognize them. That annoying woman who always cuts in line at the coffee shop. She's moving towards your window. So are about 5 others. You obviously can't stay in your house. What are you going to do? Sprint out the back door and into the woods. Slip out the side door and try to sneak past them to my car while they're all occupied with legs, squirrels, and windows, or restore a saved game.
Can I take my battle axe and charge them head on?
No, that's not an option.
Oh man, why is that never an option?
I don't know. Apparently everyone in Choose Your Own Adventure is a wuss.
Man, the first thing I would do is take my battle axe, activate rage, and cut off some heads. But apparently I'm playing a wuss, so I guess I'm gonna slip out the back door.
I didn't make the damn story.
No, right, I'm just saying.
Okay, we're sprinting out the back door and into the woods.
Flee for your lives!
You slam down your coffee mug. Oddly enough, you don't feel like you need it anymore. Your heart is hammering like you've just downed a triple espresso. You shove your feet into your running shoes and bolt for the back door. You snap open the lock, yank the door open, and run like hell across the yard into the woods. As you run, you can hear growling and screaming from your front yard and your neighbors' front yards. It decreases Doppler fashion the farther into the trees you get. You should pause here to get a straight few details about you. First of all, are you male or female?
Oh god, it's Professor Oak. I am male.
You are male. You've got mail. What is your first name?
Orga.
Obviously, we're gonna go with Orga. Next. What is your profession? I mean, your profession now seems to be zombie apocalypse survivor, but what was your profession before the world went to hell? Advertising executive, paramedic, software engineer, or a plumber?
Well, plumber is closer to what I actually do.
I guess we will be Mario today. Okay, here we go. Plumber. You spend your days digging drains, laying new pipe, fixing old plumbing sewers. You're physically fit, and perhaps even more valuably, you're accustomed to dealing with the physical world. You may not have a fancy degree, but you have a practical understanding of physics and a lesser extent mechanics. And what do you most like to do in your spare time? Play sports, play video games, collect stamps, woodwork, or hunting? I think we know the obvious answer here.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely
we're doing it right
sports.
now. Orga, don't lie.
Okay. Playing video games.
Playing video games it is. There we go. Hey, shit, we're doing a Let's Play series here. Okay. You have the largest collection of first-person shooter games known to mankind. Your ex used to complain all the time about how you spent in front of the screen. You're good at shooting things, particularly zombies. This is good, because this scene in your front yard looked a whole lot like one of your games. That tells us that you're good at it, but you can't be perfect. What would say is your greatest weakness? I don't waste time being tactful. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Some people don't like that, but that's their problem. Or, I'm terribly out of shape. I always say I'm going to do something about it, but I'm always so busy. It's like they know you, Orca.
God damn it.
I'm not giving you a choice for this one. No.
Damn it. Damn it, video game. That's not funny.
This is like, it's not even a choose your own adventure anymore. It's like psychoanalysis. Aren't we all? It's the curse of the modern era. Don't worry, I'm sure the ability to run fast won't be as important as you flee from... don't worry, it'll be fine. Right then, now how do we know who you are? We will return to Flight from the Zombies, already in progress. Right, so you were running into the woods. Zombie sounds decreasing Doppler fashion behind you. Once you're well into the forest, you stop to listen. You don't hear any rustling or anything, so you walk more slowly. Soon the pines begin to thin, and you can see glimpses of apple trees on the other side. This must be outlying the edges of Courser's farm, though you've never come at it from this direction. When you go through their farmland, you always go by road. A few steps more, and you can see farmhouse some distance away. Beyond that is a long dirt road that leads from the farm stand to the farmhouse, and beyond that, though you can't see it, is a paved road. Are you going to head for the paved road, or go warn the coursers? Your options are... Warn the coursers, of course, they may need help. Warn the coursers, of course, I bet they've got food and guns and useful supplies. Head for the paved road, thanks. I'm not going to risk going to that farmhouse. What if they already turned? Or, I'm staying here.
Yeah, I'm kinda hungry. Go get some food and supplies.
Of course you are. Okay. Warn the coursers because they have food and supplies. Very practical of you. You take a first step forward, and something grabs your ankle and pulls you down, and then up with an astonishing strength. You find yourself upside down, dangling headfirst a few feet off the ground. There's a band of tight, hot pain clamp around your foot. Oh shit, you think dazedly. Zombies can set traps? The distinctive chink of a shotgun comes into your ears. Oh shit, you think. Zombies use shotguns too? But the old man, who steps slowly into your field of vision, shotgun aimed at your head, doesn't have the drooling, fixed-eyed look of the zombies in your front yard. He doesn't have the sagging, rotting flesh, either. He looks overall pretty healthy. He's observing you closely. Lucky you didn't run into no bear trap, he says. How did you answer that? Yeah, I guess so. That snare was really well hidden. Yours? A bear trap? What the hell is the matter with you? What do you think you're doing? Setting up dangerous things like this in the woods. Get me down from here. Or, it's sort of difficult to know how to respond. Under the circumstances, I stay quiet.
What was the first one again?
Yeah, I guess so. That snare was really well hidden. Yours?
Yeah, that one.
The old man grins a little. You bet you're behind there, mine. No zombies getting closer to my land. The old man circles you again. Don't seem like you want to eat me, he says, but you could be bit and just not turned yet. Safest thing is probably to leave you here. You don't think much of this idea at all. You envision yourself hanging here as a horde of zombies swarms through the woods. You envision them all trying to eat you as you dangle helplessly from the rope. They'd start with your head, you're sure. He'd try to take bites out of you as you swung back and forth between them like bobbing for apples. On the other hand, the old man goes, that wouldn't be very neighborly if you're really not bit. Guess I better let you down. He's near a perfectly large oak tree now. He does something you can't see, and the pain around your ankle vanishes, to be replaced by a pain on your head as you fall on it. Now strip, the old man orders, shotgun pointed at your head. Prove you're not bit. You don't have a lot of choices right at this moment, so you comply. And the old man smiles. Well, good then. Good for you. You better come inside the perimeter. I'm Brian Corser, by the way. And you are? Nice to meet you, Orga. He shakes her hand. Careful where you step now. There's a few more snares where that came from. You follow in his footsteps very, very, very carefully. On the way to the farmhouse, he points out 5 bear traps, 4 trapping pits, 3 snares, and 2 deadfall traps. Knew they were coming, he says in reference to the zombies. At least, you think so. You suppose it could be as easily in reference to the government or the commies or something. Can't be too prepared.
Those damn commies.
Them damn commies. In the front of the farmhouse, a jeep is waiting, about 3/4 packed with stuff. The farmhouse itself is empty and silent. Where's the rest of your family, Brian? Won't be coming back, he says shortly. I have to stay until I was sure, but I'm leaving now. There's a group of survivors dug at the Cedar Junction Correctional Facility. I'm off to join them. Why bother with all the traps, then? I told you, had to wait till I was sure my family wouldn't be coming back. Had to slow the dead critters down. But the traps wouldn't be enough against a big horde. I'll do better in the prison. He puts a shotgun in the jeep, and there are many more boxes of ammunition to keep it company, plus several boxes of MREs. Which do you think are food, or sort of food? Brian looks up from his packing job at you. So will you, if you won't come. Do you want to come with him to the prison, or do you want to fend for yourself? I'll be going along with him to the prison. He's got food and guns and a jeep, and seems to know what he's doing. Or, he's got food and guns because he's clearly crazy. I don't want to be trapped in a jeep with him. I'll fend for myself.
I don't know. Jeep rides with crazy people are usually pretty fun.
I know, right?
I think I'm going.
Fair enough. We're gonna be going. You help Brian finish packing the jeep, and the two of you head off. Brian takes the road that skirts around the edge of town, so you pass only a few houses. You try not to look too hard at the scenes playing out on the various lawns. Some zombies cluster around the first-floor windows, matter-of-factly marching through shrubbery and glass to get at the tasty humans inside. Others cluster around tasty humans already dragged outside. A few chase your car for a while, but soon give up in favor of pursuing sounds or movement that signal easier prey. You really try not to look, but you can't help noticing the particularly eaten humans rise from the grass within a few moments of becoming partially eaten and join the throng of hungry zombies. Only if the hungry zombies have ripped their meal to pieces in the process of dining does the human appear to stay dead. Brian turns on the radio at this point, distracting you. Have upgraded the zombie watch to a zombie warning for the following counties. The radio says... Oh, apparently the radio sounds just like Brian. The announcer rattles off a long list. I'm running with it!
No, go, it's good.
The announcer sounds pretty rattled herself. Oh god, it's a girl! I repeat, this is a serious life-threatening situation. If you're in this area, you're in the path of the zombie apocalypse and should take shelter immediately. Zombies can break through glass and climb stairs, so we're advertising all residents to leave their homes while they still can. Groups of survivors have been forming various locations throughout the state. Within the past hour, we've heard from groups at Maple Pally Fall, Cedar Junction Correctional Facility, and First Church of Fulton, so we can confirm that those are still viable sanctuaries for state residents fleeing the zombie apocalypse. There's a list of school and business closings as the result of the zombie apocalypse. Status engulfs the station again. That's interesting. The church, the prison, and the mall are in all different directions. The church is about half as far away as the other two sanctuaries. Brian said you were heading for the prison, but it seems as though there are other options. You might want to try to convince him to go to the mall or the church instead. Do you want to try? Before you answer, Orga, time is up. So we'll just have to find out next episode. Your final thoughts today?
It seems pretty interesting so far. I'm still very disappointed at the lack of battle axes to be used. I mean, I just feel like all games should give you the choice to take a battle axe and sprint at the enemy headlong.
Might I remind you, you're a plumber who plays video games all day. I don't think you have a battle axe.
Oi, I have a battle axe, and I am mostly a plumber who plays video games all day. This is truth in television.
You're a plumber, you're supposed to be, like, jumping on the zombies' heads or something.
Well, I'm pretty sure Mario got a battle axe at some point.
I have never seen Mario have a battle axe.
Well, I mean, he had a feather, he's had like a little raccoon tail, and like a jetpack once, and a cape and stuff. He's definitely had a battle axe at some point in his career.
Whatever you say.
Battle hammer.
Alright everyone, tune in next week, and we're going to finish up with Zombie Choice. Alright, thanks guys. Tune in next time.
Yep, see ya.